Hello everyone, in today's video we will explore the fundamental cloud service model that form the foundation of modern cloud computing. Specifically, we will discuss the three primary categories of cloud services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service PaaS, and software as a service SaaS. Although cloud computing offers a wide range of services, these three models represent the core architecture used across the industry. Understanding them is essential for anyone building a career in cloud engineering, DevOps, or modern IT management. So, before discussing cloud models, it's important to first understand traditional on-premises infrastructure. Once you understand how on-premises environment operate, the difference between cloud models become much easier to recognize. In a traditional on-premises environment, organizations are fully responsible for managing every component of the infrastructure. For example, if an application is hosted within a company's own data center, the organization must manage the complete networking environment, including switches, firewalls, and routers. Storage management is also entirely handled internally. Since applications generate and process large amount of data, organization must deploy and maintain storage solutions such as NAS, network attached storage, and SAN, storage area network. In addition, physical server must be purchased, configured, monitor, and maintained. These servers may come from vendors such as HP or Dell. Another critical layer is virtualization. Most enterprises rely on virtualization platforms such as VMware or Hyper-V. Beyond infrastructure, organizations are also responsible for operating systems. This includes installing, updating, secure, and maintain systems such as Windows Server or Linux Server. Applications often require additional runtime environment and middleware components. For example, Java application require Java runtime environment, and .NET application require the .NET framework. This dependency must also be installed, configured, and maintained by the organization. Finally, companies remain responsible for data protection, backup strategy, encryption, disaster recovery, and application management. In summary, with an on-premises infrastructure model, the organization is responsible for managing the entire technology stack. Now, let's move on. First, cloud service model, infrastructure as a service, commonly known as IaaS. In the infrastructure as a service model, infrastructure responsibility are shared between the customer and the cloud provider. For example, EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud in Amazon Web Services or Azure Virtual Machine in Microsoft Azure, both are well-known examples of infrastructure as a service. Within this model, the cloud provider manages the foundation infrastructure component, including physical network, storage system, servers, and virtualization platform. As a result, organizations no longer need to maintain physical hardware or data center infrastructure. However, customers still remain responsible for operational system, middleware, runtime environment, applications, data management. This reduces operational complexity and allow organizations to focus more on businesses, innovation, rather than infrastructure maintenance. The next model is platform as a service or simply PaaS. With PaaS, the cloud provider manages a large portion of environment. Examples include Amazon RDS or Azure SQL database. In this model, the cloud provider manages network, storage, server, virtualization, operating system, middleware, and runtime environment. The customer primary focus on application, data, and business logic. This means the developers can concentrate on building and deploying application without worry about infrastructure administration. Now, we may have a question. How can we use this? For example, when we will launch an EC2 instance in IaaS, users must choose and manage the operating system themselves. In contrast, when using a managed database server such as Amazon RDS, the operating system layer is fully managed by the cloud provider. Finally, we have software as a service. SaaS is one of the most widely adopted cloud models today. It is used across businesses and startups worldwide. Traditionally, using software such as Microsoft Office require users to own physical hardware, install an operating system, install the software locally. Today, services such as Microsoft 365 allow users to access application directly through a web browser from virtually any device with internet connectivity. In the SaaS model, the service provider manages the entire stack, including infrastructure, platform, application, maintenance, and security updates. The user simply subscribes to the service and begins using the application. Additionally, user data is typically stored directly in the cloud, enabling accessibility and collaboration. However, SaaS also introduced dependency on both the provider and the internet availability. If the provider experiences downtime or internet access is unavailable, users may temporarily lose access to the application. Summarize, we explored four environments: on-premises environment, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Among these, the final three represent the primary cloud computing service model. As we continue with practical demonstration and real-world implementation, these concepts will become clearer. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.